Hey, it's your boy T. Welcome back to Minecraft. I do apologize for missing out on last week's Snapshot, but the good news is that not that much was actually added in the last Snapshot. It's mostly bug fixes, which means we get to focus more on the juicy stuff. But since we're here, I might as well show you guys what they've actually added in the last Snapshot before we get into it. So the first change they actually changed it into the last Snapshot has something to do with these beehives, and that is that they have turned down the spawn rate of these beehives to a much more acceptable rate and rare state. In other words, you're going to be finding less of these in your world now, basically. And the last change that they added in the last Snapshot is that bees will do everything they can to avoid water. Even if you, say, spawn them in underwater like that, they should be able to fly out of it. Although, by the looks of it, I might have probably spawned him in too deep or he's, scrap. If I were, to say spawn him up here, yeah, he's gonna fly out. Oh, he's drowning. I just killed an innocent bee by accident. Gosh dang it. And with all of last week's Snapshot scene changes out of the way, let's get into exactly what they actually changed this week. Starting off, bells can now be controlled by redstone signals. They can be activated by redstone on all orientations, as you can see, even on the top. Pretty simple feature that was not in Java. This feature was in Bedrock, but it has now basically made its way into Java, so that's one little small change that's been added in. Another small change is that fireworks are now affected by the orientation of dispensers. So if it's vertical, it's going to go upwards. If you say you had it in a more horizontal position, it's actually going to go fly out horizontal. Heck, if you wanted to, you could probably shoot them down if you wanted to. If you want to, that is. If you right-click a bed in the middle of daylight, you of course get the message saying you can only sleep at night. But another small change happens. Your spawn point is set to the location of this bed when you right-click it. So now, basically, when you right-click it. So now you no longer have to basically wait to set your spawn point. So, say I mysteriously die of mysterious measures. I fell out the world. How did I die? And as you can see, I respawn actually right near the bed. That's a pretty small change and can be pretty significant in the long run. In the Nether, wet sponges, if you place them down in the nether, will instantly dry up, as you can see. So instead of placing them in the furnace, I could probably think of this as probably a faster way of basically getting the sponges to dry up. Just go to the nether and just place some sponges down. They can dry up pretty fast, so that way they can be used for later use. Bees are now affected by the Banes of Arthropods enchantment. As you can see. This is a Bane of Arthropods 5 sword, as you can see, and I can one-shot them. If I were to use, say, a regular diamond sword, I could probably I could still one-shot them with the diamond one. Let's do a more weaker sword. How about the iron? Yeah. Bees should now be able to pollinate themselves in double tall flowers, basically. This was a bug in the last Snapshot, and now the bees should now be able to pollinate. As you can see. And lastly, we got one of my personal favorite changes that they actually added in. New game rules. There's 5 of them that they actually added into the Snapshot, so now let's go through them. Game rule Do Insomnia basically disables the spawning of phantoms. So if you find these fellows pretty annoying, you can disable this in the game rules if you want. Fall damage basically enables and disables fall damage. I took fall damage here, as you can see, but if I were to enable the game rule, like so, I could fall from similar height and take basically nothing at all. Drowning damage basically disables base speed drowning. So I'm in survival. The game rule has been set to false. As you can see, I am taking no damage. If I say to re-enable it, now I do immediate respawn. Say you died in mysterious reasons, and you just don't like this screen, or you're playing a really intense PvP match. If I were to do the game rule, and then I die of mysterious measures, as you can see, I died, but I respawned immediately. It was as if it was a very bad dream. And last but not least, the last game rule they added in is called fire damage. You know we take damage by stepping on you get that from stepping on the hot coals of the fire. Ooh, that was pretty smoky. So if I were to set the false, I would now no longer I would step in the hot coals and the fire would do nothing to me. I'm on fire! Oh, and also, this is probably a bug that will probably be fixed, but the top of the hive, of the beehive, in the final stage when it's filled with honey, has a missing texture on it, so yeah, I thought I'd like to point that out. And that was all the changes that they basically added in this week's snapshot, so I am doing the best I can. I'm trying to keep it up if there isn't really that much to cover. I will probably skip it and maybe mention it in the last one like I did here today. So, I guess I should probably do the usual outro things. If you like this, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and maybe that little bell thing, I don't know. And if you like the stuff that you see here, then be sure to leave it a like. And I guess I will hopefully see you guys in the next snapshot, or whenever I decide to upload another video. Till next time.